All right, guys, today we're going to learn about how to log into our World Geography online textbook and how to actually use it. So let me share my screen with you. And this is on the document that's in the folder on about how to log into your World Geography textbook. And when you click on the link, this is what you're going to get to. And this is how even the world history kids, students log in, but theirs is a little bit different. So type in your username and password, and everyone's going to have the same. Make sure you type it in exactly the way it's supposed to be typed in. I have it typed in, so I'm going to go ahead and click the big sign in blue button. And once it pops up, this is what I'm going to get. Now, there's all kinds of different things here that we'll talk about later. You want to click where it says e-editions. And you want to click on the one that's on the left-hand side. And it's going to bring you to that. Now there's a couple different things here. Homepage will bring you back to where we were. Menu, all the different type of things that we can use. This is your profile. You really don't have to worry about that. How you can choose your book. Table of contents will tell you all the different chapters and whatnot. Units. You can zoom in and out. You can restore what you had before. Modified text, we'll talk about that a little bit later. You can take notes if you want to. You can highlight things. You can do a single page view or a double page view. I kind of like the double page view myself. And if I click on this, these four arrows, I'll get the full page. Now, how to move from page to page? We just click the arrows up here. So if I click next page, it's a blank page. If I keep clicking, you just keep going through things. This is what, a typical textbook looks like at the beginning, all the different people who were part of that. Now we start getting into it. Tells you what chapter 1 is, shows you all the sections, pages, chapter 2, some different things that go with it. Unit 2, about North America. Unit 3, Central America, and so on and so forth. Now, if we didn't want to click through all this, we could go to the table of contents and go to chapter 1 and click on the page number if we wanted to. So let's go ahead and do that. So you notice we have a map here, and it says Section 1, Geographic Thinking, 1.1, Thinking Spatially. Now you're going to notice a couple different things here. If I click on this blue speaker.
Section 1.1, Thinking Spatially.
It just read to me what the section's about. Now these things here, kind of a digital library, maps and graphs, we don't have to worry about that right now. If I click the next page button, now we're into the actual text, chapter 1. Now, if we click on this one little speaker, let me scroll down just a smidge here. It doesn't quite have. And if you don't like the full double page, you can go the single page, like so. I kind of like the double page. If I click on the speaker, it's going to read me the main idea.
Main idea. Geographers study the location of places and the people who live there. Geography is about more than the names of places on a map.
And then it's going to go through and read the rest of the whole section to me. Now, if we look at the section, there's a couple different things here. We have the blue headings. It's going to tell us about a specific thing. So this one says ask geographic questions. So this one's going to be about how do you ask geographic questions. This one, study geographic patterns. So if we want to know about geographic patterns, that's where we go. You're going to notice we have some things in yellow. These are key vocabulary words. Now, there's a way that it can make this a lot easier on you. If you click the MT or the modified text, see how those blue buttons pop up? If I click it again, it takes it away. If I click on those, it's going to show me this little area right here. And it says geography is more about the names, is about more than the names of places on the map. It uses spatial thinking. or thinking about the space on Earth's surface. It includes where places are located and why they are there. Now, if you notice, it just gave me the definition of what spatial thinking is. It says spatial thinking is thinking about the space on Earth's surface. When you take your notes, there's going to be times where you're going to have vocabulary words. If you use this modified text, where there's yellow words, it's going to tell you what that is. So if we're doing our notes, for example, it says geographic patterns. I click on it, and if I read it, it says, by asking and answering many questions, geographers can find patterns. Geographic patterns are how places are alike. So there's my definition of what a geographic pattern is. Large cities near water is one example of geographic pattern. And you notice at the bottom, if I click next, it takes me to the next one. And you notice it highlights it in orange. If I click previous, so it moves it inside of there. Pretty cool. I would use the modified text a lot because it's going to make it easier to find things. If you're trying to find answers, you're trying to find where you were reading. This also helps where you click the play button, it reads the whole thing to you. So if you're not sure how to pronounce a word, it's going to pronounce it for you. We go on to the next section. Same thing. You notice if I have the modified text on, same thing. I click there, it's going to tell me what categorize means. If I go in here, it's going to tell me what location and all that is, absolute location. So it's pretty handy. And if I click on there again, it does the orange dot, everything. So using an online textbook is a lot easier than using a regular textbook because it's got all these cool little things that can help you out. It's the same information that you'd find in the textbook if we were in the classroom, but it's in online form. So it's going to make it a lot easier. And I'll make sure that that document that has how to log in is there. This video will be there as well in the folder that talks about logging into your World Geography book. And we will use this when we take notes. And we'll talk more about what we call T-charts as we move along. So that is how you log into your World Geography online textbook, and that's how you use it. So hopefully that is going to help you out. If you have any questions, send me a message on Schoology, send me an email through your school email, and hopefully I can get your your questions answered, excuse me. So if you got questions, please contact me that way.